Hi guys, Reverend Crystal Cox here, and I went to the movie Song of a New Earth tonight here in Port Townsend, Washington. And Tom Kenyon and I guess Judy Sion, it was well, pretty profound to me because it kind of ties things together for me on the information that I've been getting my whole life. It is really hard, well it's not hard, it's odd and kind of surreal to walk among people that, you know, when you're like hearing voices or whatever. So when you're channeling information from spirit or from different, like he's channeling the Hathors and he's a reluctant Messiah, you know, Messiah being a messenger, and toning and drumming, and this kind of ties things together for me. And so I recommend seeing it. It's a very good movie. I used to do a lot of drumming and toning with people. Okay, so we just start toning, and it doesn't matter. You bring it up. You have a certain intention, whether it's to heal a certain person, a certain emotion, whatever it is. And I've also done this with like healing water and healing, lots of different healing modalities. Basically, the whole room of people, however many are there, you just start toning, and it all kind of comes together. And I've done this with drumming and toning, and he was doing some of that, and it was kind of cool and kind of validating on doing that and validating on what my vision is for my church. And I did a video a while back. It was kind of dark and the battery kind of ran out. Probably pronouncing this wrong, but Rene La Chateau, which is the Church of Mother Mary Magdalene, he was there and he did some of his toning there. So basically he went to different places on the earth and channeled the beings there through sound, through vibration, through frequency, to bring this information to this plane. And it is about, you know, raising the vibration of Mother Earth and her people, raising the consciousness of Mother Earth and her people, okay? And the only way that this can happen is rising up the feminine divine, so that the feminine divine and the masculine divine are equal. Okay, now the video I did before was so cool because I had changed my name on Facebook like 6 months ago to Magdalene, Crystal Venus Magdalene. Well, this Church of Mother Mary Magdalene and the Venus in the sky and all this information that was in this book was so profoundly aligned with the vision that I'd had. And so it was really cool to kind of see that tied together. It was cool for him to talk about what's really important right now is raising the feminine divine, and of channeling Mary Magdalene and Kuan Yin and, you know, whales, and basically that all of us have it in us, okay? We can tone and make sounds to heal our own body, our own frequency, and to heal others. The vibrations of sound to heal, you know, heal babies, heal people, bring them into a different altered state. Now when you go into these states and you're seeing things psychically, intuitively, or when you're communicating with in spiritual realms, and people, you know, you begin to either think you're crazy or other people think you're crazy or whatever that is, but it's time to quit that, okay? Quit pushing it back because you're afraid of what other people will think. Okay, this is a natural state of being. Us communicating with spirit, with spiritual beings from other places, it is valid. Lots of people do it. We can all do it. He was communicating with the Hathors from Venus that came here to communicate with him through Sirius. Now he's a, you know, he's a psychiatrist or a psychologist, and he, you know, was reluctant to come to this. And he's, I'm not sure how old he is. He's probably in his mid-60s. But the idea of getting this more into the mainstream so that people don't feel like they're, you know, weird or crazy or cuckoo or different, and people that are judging you in your world, that you have a place to look, that other people are getting the same information. And the information's flooding in now. Just, to me, it's been really strong for years, but it's just enormous right now for me to do it. It's a sense of urgency for bringing back the feminine divine. Okay, worshiping, talking, believing in Mother Goddess. You know, Goddess Kuan Yin, Goddess Mat, Goddess Diana, Goddess Sedna, Goddess Abundantia, you know, all of the goddesses out there. You know, and talking to Mary Magdalene. And as women in human form, speaking your truth. so that lies just drop away. Stand up, be who you are, being equal to him. And he was talking about, the theory of all of the sperm coming in and fighting the egg or they're coming in like racing, like they're in some race, to get there first. And that science has proven that it's not true, that the egg has a wisdom that chooses. So it's like, well, wait a minute, hold on, and then says, not you, not you, not you, but chooses. Okay, so it's more, you are created from feminine consciousness and feminine choices. Okay, this Mother God as a worship, as something that was part of society, it was in civilization a lot longer than simply the Father God. Okay, I've written a lot about this, I've talked a lot about this, I've studied a lot about this, but now it's time to do this more so. And so in my church is called Bringing Back Goddess Church, and it's also, we're going to have on it Mother Goddess Church and Church of Mother Goddess, Goddess Church, about worshiping the goddess, but it's also about empowering yourself, knowing your truth, and no longer, if you see something, oh, okay, well, that's really weird. No, it's every day. You start acknowledging your intuition. You start to you see angels, you talk to your guides, you say it's okay, and you let them come in more and more. Okay, the less that you think something's weird or creepy, or you're around other people that think it's weird or you're crazy because you see it or talk about it, the more you can develop that. The more you can develop that, the more you can teach that, the more we all raise the consciousness of Mother Earth and her people, we raise the vibration, we raise the frequency, and that is needed now. Okay, rising up the feminine divine is nothing to do with squishing the masculine. It's rising up to meet the masculine, because the masculine's been a dominant force. And when men and women are equal in energy, that's how we can heal the earth, that's how we can raise the vibration and the frequency, and that's what we need to do now. Anyway, this was Tom Kenyon, and it was Song of a New Earth, and it just was really validating on these different things for me in my life. And I do drumming. Well, I don't have my drum with me now, but I do toning every day. I pray every day. I communicate with Spirit every day, and I have my entire life. And there's only been certain points in time where I've shared that with other people, because they just think it's weird, right? Or you getting this information how, or they can't put that in their realm. Okay, so if you have someone like that in your life, now is not the time to just make it okay for them. Oh, okay, well, I guess I don't see it or believe it or feel it because you say so. And I don't care if they're your kids, your parents, your lover, husband, wife. You need to get away from that person, okay? Either they're going to be okay with your power, or you need to get away from them, okay? It's no longer okay to be stuck in the same cycles, okay? Ask Mother Goddess how to get out of your current cycle, how to heal, be shown signs. I have profound signs and visions and clarity every day. I channel things. Information comes through me every single day, and I've struggled most of my adult life with emotional stuff, sometimes with the fact that I'm lonely in my spirituality. But I've now broke through that to where I'm not. I'm in such communication with so much spiritual energy and spiritual beings, I don't feel lonely anymore. And I don't feel, yes, I feel human emotions. Yes, I'd like to have a perfect lover and a perfect life and blah, blah, blah. But my spiritual mission and my connection with Spirit every day is what is valid to me, is what is clear, and I am so centered and so calm in it. I know what it's like to die. I know what it's like before I came to Earth. I know what it's going to be like after Earth. I'm not saying exactly, but I know that this life isn't all there is, and I'm here to raise the vibration of Mother Earth, to raise the frequency, to help expose the truth, bring in the light to all the dark corners. And I'm not saying dark is bad, and light isn't bad, okay? But the things that were happening in the dark where you couldn't see them, I shine a light on them. Like giving voice to victims of corruption. They're in the corner, they're praying for help, and I'm giving them a voice, and I'm shining a light. Okay, this is all a spiritual adventure to me, which at times in my humanness has left me feeling alone, and crying over it. And I'll be 44 next month, and I'm at a spot now where it's like, I don't cry about it anymore. I know that, yes, I'm alone in the things I see, because most people cannot see it. It doesn't mean they're good or bad. It doesn't mean I'm good or bad. Or either one of us are better than each other. It just means that I see something that other people don't see, and so it makes me different than them. Okay? So I have to, let me make sure this is still on. And in that, I have to validate myself through spirit. Okay, so I get signs every day. I get this amazing euphoria. And I've always gotten this. And you'd think that would have got me through the times of depression. But the depression was more like, really? There's this, I see this, I know this, I can see the other side, I get information from spirit. I mean, in some of my legal cases, I get laws that come right through me. I don't even know where the heck it comes from. Okay, this is all spiritual for me. How do you explain that to another human being that doesn't get it, or that's just stuck on survival, or stuck in, they cannot see the spiritual realm, they don't believe in it, they don't believe that there's miracles, they don't believe that Mother God, Goddess, Spirit will help them. Okay, they're not asking or praying or toning or drumming, and they don't believe in that world, they're just trying to survive. And they can't listen to your nonsense, they can't afford to dream, they don't know the way out, okay? But for me, it's always been spiritual euphoria, even in my depression. It's like basically when I go through times of life when I would get down, it's just because it's like, I didn't want to be here, because it's like, oh my gosh, I felt like I didn't have my powers here, you know, or I couldn't do what I wanted to do. But I've come to terms with all of that, and it was really cool in the movie where he's like, you know, I quit battling. There's no more tension of my spiritual self with my human self, and integrating them, and just, you know, just being and observing. And another really cool thing that he said about, you know, he finally come to the observation of, yes, I have this profound gift, okay? And I'm saying this like as him and as me. I'm a healer, I'm a seer, I have the gift of healing, I see things that can help people, but they have free will. I'm not here to fix them. I'm not here to create miracles for them. Okay? They have free will. They have to choose to do that themselves. I'm just here to observe, to help raise the vibration, help raise the frequency, give advice to people who I can, showing by example, you know, and I'm also being called, you know, create this Mother Goddess Church, and I'm going to bring people together through that and raising the vibration and the frequency. Do a lot of drumming and toning and meditation with people in groups to raise the vibration, to heal the oceans, to, you know, work with whale energy and dolphin energy. I have a very clear vision, and I don't talk about that too much with too many people because they don't really understand that realm. But listening to him, you know, it was really validating on, you know, men. I've talked to a lot of women that are kind of getting similar, but men that are also getting up, look, hey, there's quite a few men out there. We need to raise the feminine divine, the feminine consciousness right now, okay? This is vastly important to the future of Earth and to all of us, all of our souls and all of our healings, to raise the vibration, to raise the frequency. Okay, so anyway, check out the movie, Dawn of a New Earth, Tom Kenyon, and God bless you all.